Can I get your name?
Oh yeah. My name's Paul. I played Sharks today. Just Shark, XYZ, make F-Zero.
The deck's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really fun. In my opinion, this is the best rogue deck right now. So you got 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Effect Veiler. I main Droll and Lockbird, and then I also main 3 Nibiru, and then I guess we can put this over here too. I also play 3 Imperm. So the thing that I like about this deck a lot is that you can kind of organically play 15 hand traps. I just like Droll because I feel like it actually does still stop a lot of the big decks in the meta right now. Like, if you can catch Sword Soul like on the wrong turn, then like this card isn't even that bad. I think that these are like the most like cover all the base hand traps that you can play. So 15 hand traps in the main, and then starters. 3 Princess, 3 Buzzsaw, 3 Silent Angler, 3 Sea Nettle, 1 Right Hand, and then 1 Shatana. So the Princess is really just your way to get into Buzzsaw, and Buzzsaw is your Buzzsaw. So ideally you want to lead with this card, because if you can resolve the Buzzsaw, it'll let you summon one of your fish. So you either summon your Right Hand Shark or your Silent Angler. And then if you open White Mirror with these, or with this card, you can go Buzzsaw into Angler, overlay for Bahamut, and then use your White Mirror after you detach the Angler to activate Bahamut to make your White Mirror live. White Mirror will let you bring back the Angler, and then you can add an Angler to your hand with White Mirror, and then do your Bahamut Shark combo again. So yeah, it's just like, if you open like the White Mirror and Buzzsaw Shark, then it's just a really easy way to get 2 Toads and an F-Zero. And then for the spell cards, 3 Desires, because you don't really care. 3 White Mirrors, because the card's absolutely insane. And then 2 Ready Fusion and 1 Instant. I don't feel like there's really a need to play 3 Ready Fusion, because there have been hands where I open like 1 of 1 and then no monsters. So if you open 3 Ready Fusions, you can only use 1, and it's just like really not that good. And like, you don't even really want to see these cards like so badly that you need to play the 3rd Ready Fusion. I think that like this is the good ratio. It's just those 2. And then for the last 2 cards, I just play 1 for 1 and then main deck IO.
The card's so strong.
It's just so oppressive, and it's like, it really doesn't conflict too much, because you just flip it and win.
Yeah.
And then for the extra
What's your deck count?
40 cards in the main deck.
40?
Yes, 40 cards in the main deck. And then for the extra deck, we're playing 1 Zeus, because 13 of your 15 are XYZ monsters. The F-Zero package, because you can make this with 2 Bahamuts, and like there are some niche situations where you can make this with 2 Stealth Krakens. Abyss Dweller, because it's generic water. Silent Honor Arc, because it's generic water. This comes up. I'm thinking about cutting this for something else, but like...
So would you cut that for a second number 4?
I don't know if I would cut it for another water. That's the thing, is like, I do actually like the fact that like I have like 1 non-water to go into, but like it doesn't really come up all that often. So like,
it's kind of almost could be a flex spot.
Yeah, like I feel like the Rhapsody is like your 1 flex spot. I think that that's like the only thing that you can flex out. And if you do feel more comfortable playing 2 number 4s, then I think that that's like a fine option just instead of the Rhapsody. It doesn't even come up super often. I just like to have it as an option. And then mandatory 2 and 2 Bahamut and Toad. Like this is your just like bread and butter combo. Just Buzzsaw into Angler, into Bahamut, into Toad, into White Mirror, into do this all over again, and then just make F-Zero. It's actually insane.
Crazy.
And then we also play just 1 Stealth Kraken and then 2 of the spawns. So the second Stealth Kraken hasn't really come up for me too often, because ideally what I want to do is just end on like the F-Zero and the 2 Toads. So like turn 1, I really don't want to go into this if I don't have to, but if I am going first post side and I see goes and match, then sometimes this can be a little bit better to go into, because it'll just straight like lock them out of playing the game rather than just like putting up 2 negates. So that's that, and then like once this gets interrupted, then you like when it gets popped, then you summon the Stealth Kraken spawns. The only thing that the spawn doesn't do, and this I feel like is kind of important, the spawns do not turn all monsters on the field into waters like this one does, and I feel like people forget that kind of every once in a while. They'll like think that the Kraken spawn can pop non-waters, but the Stealth Kraken is the only one that turns all of them into waters. But other than that, they both do the same thing. If the spawn gets popped, you bring this back, attach it with a material, and then if this gets popped, you summon these two out of your extra deck, attach a material to each of them, and then they each have a pop. And if they survive your turn, you can just turn these into F-Zero. And then for the last two, we're just playing double rare fish. It's the rarest of fish. And then we can go into the side deck. Real quick. 3 Lancia. This is another one of those cards that I just feel like covers almost every matchup right now. It's really, really good against Sword Soul. It's really, really good against the Alistair deck. There's other decks. Oh, it's really good against Tri-Brigade too. So it doesn't like hit the birds as much as like the Tri stuff, but like it's still really, really good. And then this card is slept on. I feel like, especially in decks like this where your combo is super, super fragile, Crossout is actually really, really helpful because like you can fairly easily get interrupted by like a Veiler or an Imperm sometimes. So like post side, if you know your opponent's bulking down on the hand traps, then I just think that Crossout's a really good card this format, like just because a lot of people are playing some of the exact same hand traps. So when you lose to some of the hand traps that you're playing and also everyone else is playing, I think that Crossout's really, really good if you're going first post side. 3 Cosmics I think is mandatory right now just because of we got Scythe running around, we have Schism, I lose to their can, so like I have to have something to be able to hit cards like that. So the Cyclone comes in really clutch for those. Thank you. And then for the trap cards, 3 D-Barrier and 3 Goes and Match. I don't really like this card like in my main deck. I think it's fine, but
it's more suitable in the side.
Yeah, I just think it's a little bit more suitable in the side because I'd rather just play 15 hand traps because I was playing 12 hand traps in Goes and Match, and I just kind of felt like, okay, why not just move the Drolls into the main deck? That way I can play with it going second, and then the Goes and Match I just can side into if I feel like it's gonna come up. But yeah, no, that's Sharks. You know, appreciate you guys letting me do the profile. You know, I had a lot of fun. I'm from Cincinnati, so like I don't really come down here a whole often, but I had a lot of fun. It was nice meeting everyone.
It's nice meeting you too.